Hello and welcome to the Nathan Markley Show. And now your host, Nathan Markley.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 19 of the Nathan Markley Show. I'm Nathan Markley, and today's episode I'm going to talk to you about the Samsung Gear S2, or Samsung Galaxy Gear S2. Let's just get way into it, shall we? Alright, so the Samsung Gear S2 is a smartwatch made by Samsung, if you haven't got that by now yet. And it's a pretty nifty device. I had this device for about almost a month now, and I like it. Normally, I don't buy smartwatches because I don't see the point, but I actually didn't buy this watch. I got it for free. AT&T had a deal that when I bought my Note 5, I could get the watch for free, and I just had to pay for data. Which leads me to that this watch is connected to the AT&T network, and it has its own phone number, so I can make calls, I can receive text messages, send text messages, and emails, of course. Let me get to some specs. So the 3G version of it, which is what I have, is 44 by 51.8 by 13.4 millimeters. It's circle, which is really nice. It's small enough, good display. I can read everything. The text is not too small. Compared to the Pebble I have, it's about the same size of it. The screen is 1.2 inches for circular motion. So 360 by 360, 302 ppi. It's Bluetooth and 3G network. So when it's connected to my phone, the phone's nearby. I'll get to that a little bit. It uses Bluetooth. And when the phone's not by, it uses 3G. It has a chipset. The 3G version is what I have. It's MSM8 by 26. And I'm saying 3G version because there are just Bluetooth versions that you can get. But I would suggest just get the 3G version because having just the Bluetooth version is not worth it. I'll explain a little more why. The memory, it has 512 megabytes of RAM and 4 gigs of storage. Battery is 300 milliamps. And sensors, GPS and 3G only. Has a light, a heart rate monitor, barometer, motion monitor, and it's water resistant. You can wear it in the shower in the rain. I wouldn't go swimming in it with it. OS is Samsung's Tizen. Is that how I pronounce it? Tizen. Connectivity, Bluetooth, of course, 4.1, Wi-Fi, and NFC. So with NFC, you can use Samsung Pay, or no, you can't use Android Pay, I don't think. But I haven't tried Samsung Pay. I don't plan on trying it right now. Maybe in the near future. We'll see. So, do I have any cons about this watch? None really. I mean, I guess the only con I have is that you need a Samsung phone to set it up. Because once you first get the watch, you need to download the Samsung Gear app on your Samsung phone. It works on the S7 or the S6, the Galaxy Note phones. So, pretty much all the new Samsung phones, or if you have an old Samsung phone, it'll probably work. That sign just saw this notification, and it came on my phone. You can get different watch faces too. But back to the con is... Hold on a second. When I'm saying you need a phone to set it up, is because it needs to connect, and you need to set up connected to your Samsung account, and which uses it so when the phone is a long distance away from it, it still works, even though it uses my AT&T network. And I had to set up, I could send notifications, I had to set it so it call forward, so if I could talk to people on my watch, because it's a microphone and speaker. I have to do all the settings right from the app on the phone. That's the only thing I don't like about this watch, and that's why I say that smartwatches are not worth the price, because you still need a phone to use it. But on the other hand, Samsung does get it right, where if I leave my phone... Okay, so for example, my phone was in the basement in my workshop office, and I was outside walking the dog, and I had my watch. And I got to a certain distance where the phone recognized that my phone was a long distance away, so I disconnected from Bluetooth and used it as a standalone on 3G, AT&T's network. And I was still able to get all my notifications, email, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you name it. I was still able to talk to people using the phone, as it works as a phone, and send text messages. So that's good. So I don't see why you need the phone to set it up at first. If I can just use the watch as is, standalone, when my phone is home. So I'm pretty sure I can leave my phone at home and just leave for the day and do everything from my watch. But I still need the phone to set it up. So I don't know why Samsung has that if I have the ability to connect to the AT&T network. Because it has his phone number, has his SIM card, it has all this data stuff. It is a phone. This watch is a phone, but I need a phone, a real physical smartphone, the Galaxy phones, to set it up. So that's my only downside, my only con, and I don't understand why Samsung did that, because it works standalone. Other than that, the pros, like I said, text messaging, awesome read. The only thing is it's not a full query keyboard. You're going back to where you had to text before with the numbers, before smartphones, where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And it's like ABC, and then each number is assigned to like 3, 4 letters. But that's not bad. I mean, you can just do text to speech, and the Samsung's text to speech is alright. I can make phone calls, I can check my calendar, I can add calendar events, like I can do text to speech, the weather. What else? I can set it as an alarm clock, emails. I can put music on here. That's another thing I need. I need to put music on my phone. To put music on the app, I need to open up, damn it, to put music on the watch, I need to open up the app on my phone and transfer it to the watch. Okay. Wow. I can request an Uber from the watch, and I can use Yelp, search for restaurants and businesses and stuff like that. The other thing I like is it counts my steps, which is pretty accurate. And also, if I'm sitting for a long period of time, it will stop beeping at me, tell me to get up and stop moving. So that's awesome. Checks the weather. So I'm not sure if it's when it's connected to Bluetooth, it's using the weather from the phone. When it's not, it's using the weather from AT&T services, I'm guessing. And the heart rate, which is pretty good. And the heart rate seems alright. I do have hair on my arm, so I don't get really good connection from the heart rate thing to the skin. But I get a good general sense of what my heart rate is. Second. Okay. All right. And there's an app Samsung has called S Health, and I can like mark how much water or coffee I drank from the watch on the phone, and it kind of connects, goes back and forth from the phone. So I thought that's a pretty good device. I have the Gear S2 black version. It's the only one they had. They gave me actually. Didn't get to pick the color, white or black, but whatever. I was gonna pick black anyways because I don't like the white. White gets dirty too much. And the watch, when you take the watch band, right, you can take them off real easy. There's just a button that you push, and it just snaps off. I'm trying to do it right now, actually. I did it before, but you just snap it off. Yeah, okay, there we go. I'll just snap it off. To turn the cool thing I like about this is to turn the screen to get to different the apps that's on here. It is touchscreen, so which is also pretty cool, but it has this bezel, they call it, that I just turn, so I don't have to touch the screen, and I just turn the bezel around, and it changes the different screens. So I can see the watch face, I can see different apps I can use, the settings, how much steps I took today, my calendar, the weather, and all that. The home button, it all goes back to home. I have a button that I can change one of these buttons to do whatever I want to a particular app, but I have it go to all the apps. So when I turn the bezel, I can just select the app, and I'm pretty fast with that. Yeah, so that bezel around the touchscreen is pretty good. It works better to turn everything around instead of using the touchscreen to navigate. It does have power saving. It does, like, the input is pretty good. The touch response, because I do touch the screen to go back pages, and it's a pretty good touch response. I definitely like it. And power, like, the battery is pretty good at that. For me, it lasts about a day, but I use it a lot. And I don't actually connect it to a physical USB. As you know, the Pebble, you had a USB cable, and there's a power option here. I don't have that. There's actually no power cord, power out, pin out, whatever you call it, on here. It's wireless charging. So there's a dock that came with it, and I plug that has a USB power. And at night, I just dock my watch on the dock. It's magnetic, and it's pretty awesome. It charges about an hour. I can get a full charge, maybe an hour and a half. Yeah, an hour and a half if it's completely dead. Yeah, it's about an hour and a half. So the wireless charging is pretty cool. No wires. So it's just like the Samsung Note, Galaxy Note, how that has wireless charging. And Samsung does pretty good at wireless charging, as they say. And you could, like I said, you could change the watch faces to different watch faces. Like Nike one has one, so it's a clock watch face, but also it has, you can tell it how many miles it went and distance and all that. ESPN has one, so you can change the sports scores. I guess you can do your favorite team. I have a Snoopy one, which is pretty cool. It's called Flying Ace. So it's Snoopy on top of his doghouse, and he flies. And when I touch it, with 3 different taps, it actually moves, and it goes faster. There's one that actually, when I touch it like 3 times, he waves at you. So that's pretty cool. And I'm just noticing a lot more people are creating apps for the watch, and just for the other app, or just to have a watch face. let's see, how long is this? 15 minutes? I think that's pretty much it. I haven't, like I said, I haven't tried Samsung Pay or any of the NFC features. I don't really have a use for that yet, but if I do, I'll let you know. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else I have to tell you about this watch. See the home or back buttons. Or there's a one button you can touch to go to a certain app or all apps. And it comes with watch faces you can get. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it for the Samsung Gear S2 watch. Yeah. A lot of great stuff. Right now, if I didn't need my phone, I would buy it. Since I got it for free. Actually, you can get this watch for free if you buy the Samsung Galaxy 7. So, Samsung has a deal out that if you buy the new phone, the Galaxy 7, you can either get the S2 watch or Samsung VR. I don't see the point in using Samsung VR right now. But if you want to get this watch and you need it looking for a new phone and you don't want the Note 5 but you want a Samsung phone, get the Galaxy 7 and you can get the watch for free. That's also, I'm not sure how long that deal lasts for, but I would look into it as soon as possible because they might end that soon, but maybe in a month. So I'm not really sure because there's no. I got this before anyways. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely good to watch. If you're looking for a smartwatch and you're looking at the Samsung Gear S2 watch, I would get it now if you need a new phone. But if you don't need a new phone, you want the watch. If you have the money, get it. If you don't have the money, don't get it. Unless you're getting it for free. Because you still need the phone to use the watch to set it up. And the day you don't need the phone to set it up, it's truthfully you really don't need it to. I don't know why Samsung. I really don't get why I need to set it up. I could probably set it up with just the watch. I don't know why I need the phone to set it up. But Samsung, let me know why. Please change that in the next version. You probably did. You probably can. They probably are. But to the day you don't need the phone to set up your watch, it will be a true smartwatch, a true phone. But it is pretty cool talking to someone with your watch, and you get people looking. Like, who is he talking to? Why is he talking to his watch? And all of a sudden they hear your conversation because the speaker comes out speaker, and look, oh my God, he has a watch. And it's like, I feel like I'm in the Jetsons, the future. You know, the future is here. But Samsung did a really nice job. So, like I said, go ahead. If you have the money, buy it. If you don't have the money, don't buy it. If you can get it for free, I suggest you try to get it for free. Upgrade to the Samsung S7 or Galaxy 7, whatever you call it. And maybe AT&T still has that deal if you have AT&T. But I'll talk to your cell phone company to see what they can do for you. But yeah, definitely worth trying to get it for free if you get a new phone. I'll definitely do that. But I wouldn't buy it just to buy it. I would have gotten I only got it because of the opportunity because I got it for free. Let's put it that way. And yeah, like I said, it's not worth the money because you need a phone. And if you didn't need the phone, it'd be worth the money. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I think that would do it. And I want to thank you all for listening to the Nathan Markley Show podcast. And I hope you enjoyed this one. Hopefully, I kind of sparked your interest or you learned a little bit more about the Samsung Galaxy S2 smartwatch. If you have any other questions about this watch or what I reviewed last Wednesday, actually, almost said last week, but Wednesday, I reviewed the Note 5 from Samsung. Let me know in the comments, shoot me an email, or tweet me at Nathan Markley or at Markley Show. All that information is below in the show notes, and I'll be more than happy to answer you back. Also, please do me a favor and leave me a review on iTunes. Let me know what you think of the show. Let me know what you think of me. And just let me know how I'm doing, and if I should include anything else on the show, talk about anything. And that will do it for today's show. Again. So I'll see you all next week, and I'll talk to you all next week. Till then, peace, good night, and don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye, guys.